May I first of all congratulate the new appointees to the Cabinet, Pat Carey and Tony Killeen, and wish them well, and indeed all of the other Ministers of State who have been appointed too. It's a great honour and privilege to be a Minister. It is responsibility, and it's a great challenge, and I wish them well. May I first of all say that the presentation of the new ministers the presentation of his new cabinet arrangements by the Taoiseach, I'm afraid, did not inspire confidence as far as I'm concerned. If you announced that you were going to reconfigure your cabinet, it would have been very useful if it had been stated at the very beginning, the clear objectives that were sought to be achieved. Instead of that, the Taoiseach's speech has been followed by a kind of a hectoring tone in which one minister after another chooses to tell us we had to take the hard decisions and you opposed us. They omit to say we took hard decisions on the wrong policy. The kind of questions the public are asking as they look on are these ones. Is anything significantly changed? Is it significantly changed in a way that which we could have political trust? And the problem that they will in fact hone in on is of course the unemployment problem. Do the new arrangements in Cabinet make it possible to protect jobs? Does it make it possible to create jobs? Does it make it possible to address the 437,000 people who are unemployed? And the question then that they will say, and may I say, I do welcome the speech of Minister Hanafin in relation to the possibilities in her particular area. And she was exceptional, in fact, in relation to the other speeches, in actually speaking about the area for which she has responsibility. Other ministers did not, really. Now, I think that if we were to do that, here's the question that the public will ask. As a result of this, will people, for example, the Taoiseach there mentions about, I think, made reference, really she's using material from the European Commission's report, that Irish graduates are among the most employable in the Western world. Well, then isn't it an incredible tragedy that so many of them are unemployed? There's so many of them that the social capital that will be lost is having invested so much that they will be forced to immigrate, if there are opportunities to which they might immigrate. That is a tragedy. And you have to then get real. And getting real means asking questions. Where are the graduate placements that were promised? That could be right across all the public service, in the semi-state sector and in the private sector. They're not there. And that is a failure. So what the public want to hear, and what a brave Taoiseach would have done, he would have said the old economic paradigm, including its international dimension, to which he makes reference regularly, that game is over. Patrick Honohan said in reply to a question of mine at the British and Irish Economic Meeting in Cavan, he said, market fundamentalism is gone. So let us have an admission of what it is that is dead, and let the public hear what it is that is new. Now, no smart technocratic adjustments by changing the people who are in charge of the lifeboats as the Titanic sinks will in fact achieve anything. What is needed is a specification of priorities. I'll give an example. I'm not offering this as a kind of an intellectual abstraction. I can be very plain about it. In the National Pension Reserve Fund, whatever is left in it, I haven't my notes in front of me, maybe it's between 18 and 20 billion. What is to happen to what remains in that fund? Is it to be invested in the real economy? Is it to create jobs? Is it to save what is left of our economy? Or is it to go into the black hole that is called the recapitalization of some banks that were never systemic at all?
1 minute, Deputy.
I think that what people are asking for is this. They're asking for an approach towards the economy that will redefine work, take the benefits that are there in the green economy and employment, recognise those who are providing social care as workers, look at the cultural economy and see its rich opportunities. And what they'll remember is this. And indeed, Minister Hanafin is interesting in referring to the fact the reputation of Ireland was achieved collectively by the Irish people who did not believe in extreme individualism. The reputation of Ireland was destroyed by people who were drawing from a theory of market fundamentalism, who didn't care twopence about solidarity, who destroyed the reputation of this country. And it is very interesting as we take a new direction that it is precisely the people who believed in values of solidarity, community, and inclusive citizenship. That's what a redefined new economy offered. We didn't get that, nor did the reconfiguration address what might achieve even a beginning of it.